special bracing that they have up there that's made specifically for this type of construction. A lot of people that pour concrete walls don't have the proper bracing, but that bracing serves two purposes. Keeps the walls exactly vertical, and it also keeps any blowouts from going on when they pour the concrete. And then the most important thing is it provides proper scaffolding at the top, so when the pumper truck to pump concrete gets here Monday morning, they'll be able to pour the concrete in a very even manner and not have to work off ladders like a lot of people do. This extra bracing and that type of scaffolding is really absolutely critical in this process. As you can see, there's a lot of bracing. A lot of ICF construction calls for bracing every 6 to 8 feet, and this particular contractor, Cobra Contract, actually braces every 4 feet or less, so it's got a lot in there. Of course, the windows, you can see the windows are framed out and they have extra bracing up in there to hold the weight of the concrete. And then what will happen when they pour the concrete, they'll actually screw 8-inch screws, large, I guess they're like lag bolts, into the wet concrete from the wood frame, which of course when the concrete settles or sets up, the window frames are solid as a rock. As you can see, there you go around. Now this part right here is actually 18 foot 6 inches tall. That's kind of like the tower on the back of the house, where the upstairs room mirrors the downstairs floor plan under or over the kitchen. So as you can see, there's a tremendous amount of bracing that goes on right here. And we'll look inside the window here, and you can see wind bracing on the inside too. What you see there, that's not a ladder. That's actually extra bracing. The way they had to frame it because of the 45-degree angles in this outset part of the building creates a solid seam instead of overlapping, and so they have to brace it, and they actually squirt that foam in there, that blue foam. And then what they're going to do is, after they pour the concrete Monday, they're actually going to let this set for 5 days. They're not going to take the bracing off until Friday, and that will give the concrete long enough time to set up. Right here, get out of the sun here. This right here is the window out in the laundry room. And as you can see, more bracing right there, what I was talking about, and right there too as well. Anyway, then this is going down the side. You can see they've got the bracing every 4 feet, and see these bracing right here is driven a stake into the ground to hold it into the ground, then it goes up and keeps that wall exactly vertical. And walking on around the house, the windows, you see the bracing between the windows, and then the bracing up there to keep the weight there. There's not a whole lot of weight over that top there, so they don't really require a vertical piece in the middle necessarily there. Here's another window. I'm going to show you this, how they fill the window sills. What they do is they cut a hole in here so they can pour the concrete straight down in there. And you can see the rebar. I'm going to see if I can get in there and get down in there and see. Look at both ways. See the rebar. I'm going to try to do something here and hold this over the edge. Not really sure how much. Oops, not really sure how much you can see there. But what I did was I reached my hand inside the wall and shot it up so you could see the bracing on the inside of the wall. Of course, here's the garage right here. The garage is not going to be ICF. The garage would just be stick frame since we're not heating and cooling it. I'm going to walk inside. Here's the front of the house. We've got a big window there. We'll be going to the dining room, and then that door right there is actually the front door. It'll actually have a radial around. It won't be a half moon, but it'll be a radial, a little bit smaller angle at the top of the doors and the top of the windows to give it a nice look. And see if I can walk through here, get inside, so I can show you some of this in here. Okay, we're inside the house now, and you can see they do have bracing on some of the inside here. I'm going to show you this room right here is actually our walk-in pantry, but it's going to be an official safe room. You can see where they framed the ceiling in there. That will be rebarred and poured at the same time. You can see all the bracing up in here for it. It'll be a solid concrete reinforced with rebar ceiling, and in the event of a tornado, this will be just like a bank vault, and we'll have floor to ceiling. This is a 9-foot ceiling. We'll have floor to ceiling shelves all the way around the wall. Should give us a lot of shelf space. And this right here again is that breakfast nook with the 45-degree angle walls going around the side there, and that'll be mirrored upstairs in the upstairs room. And it's just kind of panning around. The far wall over there is the master bedroom and bathroom and walk-in closet. I'm actually standing right here in the living room right now. That's going to be where the fireplace will be. The fireplace opening. And windows on both sides of that. Let's see. Plumbing. This right here is actually back here in this back corner is going to be a reading room off the master bedroom. Now these are 9-foot ceilings right here in the master bedroom, and most of the downstairs will be 9-foot ceilings, except for when you walk into the house, the foyer and the dining room will be 13.5-foot ceilings. So it's going to be kind of a real tall entryway when you walk in, and dining room. So anyway, that kind of concludes everything. Here's some more bracing, and as you can see, I've done a good job with that. And I'll get a little closer. You can see that foam that they spray in there. It's kind of interesting. Get a close look at the braces, how those work. And what they do, this thing is on a screw, so see, they can screw these things to adjust them to get them exactly perfect. Got more bracing there. So anyway, this will probably be my last video before we pour on Monday morning. And looking good.